called for help. Why? And nada. You, what do you need or nothing?
You were the chosen one!
What's up, guys? Chris Tips 1. How's everyone doing? Welcome to Live Vibe 297. I trust that you all are having an amazing freaking day. Today, the only thing we're going to do, the only thing we're going to talk about, well, not the only thing, but we got to cover the fires, bro. This is, I grew up in Cali, bro. I am no stranger to fires. And it's nice to see Raymond in chat right now because today we're going to show you, if you don't know, there's 5 fires happening right now in Southern California, LA. Ones just keep popping up. It was 100-mile-an-hour winds yesterday. The wind, when there's a forest fire or a wildlife fire, whatever, is fucking crazy, dude. An ember can just float away and then boom, start something else. And it's gonna get political because Gavin Newsom has done some shady shit. And we're gonna dive into all of that. But there's haunting videos, bro. This looks like an apocalypse, bro. Like big time. Let me boom. This is what it looks like right now. This fire started yesterday and it's continuing on today. Last I heard, 57 to 60 billion dollars worth of damages. This is the biggest wildfire in either California history or Southern California history. And we're gonna go, bro, the videos are intense, bro. It's sad. Before I even start this, I want to give my hearts to everyone who is affected by this fire. Yes, I see the comments online. Bro, these are $1 million homes, bro. These are celebrities. These are wealthy. It doesn't fucking matter, bro. You lose your home. This isn't a tornado. If a tornado winds, whines, and picks up your shit, you might be able to still pick up some items. When it's a fire, everything is ashes. And there's some conspiracy theories already going on how months earlier insurance companies were dropping people off of fire insurance. Bro, we are gonna dive into the rabbit hole. We're gonna see some wicked videos all posted on X, and I haven't checked up in the last 3-4 hours. So we're gonna see. Last time I checked a few hours ago, 0% containment. And you know, there was a Kings game scheduled today. Yeah, third world problems, right? Got canceled. Apparently there was some award show canceled. This looks like an apocalypse, bro. There's nothing freaking standing. And what can California do for this? Bernie Sanders, listen, never let a good crisis go to waste. Climate change. Motherfucker, this isn't fire season, dude. It's January, bro. This isn't fire season. What's going on here? 90% plus of these fires that start in California during the dry season are man-made started fires. They're man-made. Homelessness, it's the wintertime in LA. It does get chilly. With the amount of homeless people living in LA, bro, they start fires, they burn pallets. This is what happens. But they're not cleaning up the forests. There's dead trees everywhere. Dude, we got plenty to show you guys. If you're vibing with me tonight, do me a favor. Drop a like. If you want to support the live vibe, dude, you become a member. We got 29 members. Grayson is our newest member. We got him yesterday, bro. Become a live vibe member. Again, if you want to support the live vibe, super chats are welcome. And also I have a Cash App link down below if you want to tip me that way. If you can't, vibe with the YouTube payment method or whatever. Let's go. Let me go to chat first, bro. Okay, first off, let me know in chat who had no idea these fires were going on. Dude, I hope, bro, this isn't another North Carolina. This isn't another Maui when they're like, oh yes, here's $500. Here's $600. You'll be fine. Granted, these aren't only residential homes, bro. These are businesses, banks, Starbucks. Freaking everything is burned and it's going. This is even done. The fucking fire hydrants are empty. People are calling in. They can't reach 911 operators, bro. There is no response. It's being handled like a shit show that California is. But who's vibing tonight, man? Who's vibing? And yes, Raymond. The order of the club members is like the order of what it's easy for me to not track but know which one is gone. But for you, I'm putting you, I'll move you up, dude. Holy shit, Paul Miller. Paul, where you been, bro? Well, Paul's been vibing. I've been seeing his comments on TikTok. Paul, how you doing, brother? Greetings, Earthlings. Long time no see. It has been a long time. Ninja Bear, how you doing? Big Grizzly, what's up, brother? What is up, dude? Since last month, I am a volunteer firefighter. That's awesome, brother. Hell yes. Hell yes. Right now, bro, there is like... They're calling for everyone. All hands on deck in LA right now, bro. I am so over New Scum. Our mayor and governor are pieces of... shit.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
And hell no, the states are not going to help the people. You got to help yourselves. You got to save yourselves, guys. Listen, man. There's two things that really sucks. The animals and the elderly. There's flooding in certain parts of the country. There's winter storms. There's hurricanes here in Florida. There's tornadoes in the Midwest. California is fires, and fires are scary, bro. There is no, with hurricanes, you have a week, 2 weeks notice before you can evacuate and do things. When it comes to a fire, I've been involved in fire. I've had to evacuate. My mom, I couldn't get to my house, my mother's house. I had to park 2 miles away. I see my mom driving down the hill where the police blockade was, and she goes, oh, go get your dad, go get your dad. It was my stepdad, and she's bawling in tears. He doesn't want to leave, he doesn't want to leave. I'm fucking trekking it up, and I see my dad fucking with the little water hoses in the backyard fucking truck. I lived through this shit. The shit sucks, bro. It sucks. But I want you guys' opinions, and I'm glad Raymond's here, because this is ridiculous, bro. This is ridiculous. I want 5 minutes with that asshole governor. I know, dude. I know. How is it climate change? Plus, people with electric cars had to be saved because the cars wouldn't start. Yes, it's dude. Some of these stories are bad, bro. Like the fires there and the cars. People literally left their cars to run away because it was a traffic jam. And now what? Now first responders can't show up. Now they got bulldozers going and bulldozing cars out of the way. We're gonna get into it, bro. This is freaking crazy, man. All right. Now, there is no order to these videos, bro. We're just going to be going through them, and I want to know your guys' thoughts, bro. This is sad.
Maybe 12?
About 12? Are there more people out there right now?
It's a whole bar.
Let's see. Oh, there's 4, 2,
Save the animals, bro.
3, what is that, 9?
I don't know how many deaths have been
Before
so
10,
far.
11, 12. There's 12. Yeah, no, they're pretty wired up.
12 horses.
They're getting used to it. They're getting used to it now, but when the wind's blowing and the embers are, they don't really know what to do.
Look at that. Those
Have you
embers
seen
can just
anything
reach.
like this? Look at that hillside. Yeah, I've rescued before.
This is apocalyptic, bro. This is wild, dude.
Please be
This is
safe.
wild.
Yeah, thank you. You be safe too. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, imagine, dude. Like, this chick had a bunch of horses, and, like, what do? You can't... What people are saying online is for everyone that's... Bro, the amount of people being evacuated. Watch the news. I literally, my news source is X. I don't know what news stations are covering this or if anyone else knows what the hell is going on. But this is just fucking sad, dude. It's sad, man. And I'm thinking about the animals, bro. This chick, I think she said she had like 4 horses. And what do? You just leave, you have to leave the gates open. And that's what they're telling residents to do. Leave your windows, leave your whatever open so that if some animal is trying to run away, there's nothing impeding them, you know? And, dude, this is a wild, dude, this was happening yesterday. And yesterday, you know, I was, what did I do? I was giving the live vibe yesterday. I was preparing for the live vibe, how I would think America would be great. And, I completely missed it. It wasn't until last night till I was watching this footage and I'm just like, my heart, bro, my heart. This is some crazy fucking shit. Bro, is this Dante's Peak or Volcano? Oh my God, this is really, yeah, dude. Yeah, this is really happening. I mean, neighbors are helping neighbors. What good is this gonna do? You got elderly people. Raymond, a garden hose ain't gonna do shit, right? At this point, would a little garden hose do anything? Listen, no one's coming to save you guys. This is the thing when something big happens like this, no one's gonna save you, dude. If you're being told to evacuate it, and your house isn't on fire yet, bro, right? It's you know, say it's 50 yards, 100 yards, 200 yards, 300 yards away from you. Would you leave your house? Answer that one, guys. Would you leave your house if you're told to evacuate? If you had a chance to stand and protect your home, would you? Or would you just skip town? Would you grab your photo albums, your hard drives, your laptop, and clothes and shit? You have split seconds, dude. These things are freaking wild, bro. Nothing is worth more than a human life. I agree, bro. I agree. But I'm fighting for my house and I'm waiting to the last second. These elderly people here, bro. The balls, bro. So this guy made a great video, and we're going to listen to this, dude, because laws have been passed that weren't taken into action. Okay? This video was
my home
awesome.
in LA because of the fires. Last night, I had to evacuate my home in LA because of the fires, the effects of which you can see right above me. Upon reflecting, I remembered a conversation that Joe Rogan had with Donald Trump before the election about the state of wildfire management in California. It's very easy to think of wildfires as something that Mother Nature just inflicts upon us, but we have an influence over both the intensity and the frequency of these fires. And Donald Trump pointed out that there's 2 things that we've done in California that might be exaggerating the effects of these fires. The first is our policy around water management, and the second is our policy around clearing deadwood in our forests. Check this out.
Los Angeles, you can't get proper amounts of water.
Right.
And it's unbelievably expensive. And they're actually thinking about rationing water. Can you believe it? I was in the farm country with some of the congressmen. We're driving up a highway. And I say, how come all this land is so barren?
Right.
It's farmland, and it looked terrible. It was just brown and bad. I said, but there's always that little corner that's so green and beautiful. They said, we have no water. I said, do you have a drought? No, we don't have a drought. I said, why don't you have no water? Because the water isn't allowed to flow down. It's got a natural flow from Canada all the way up north of water, more water than they could ever use. And in order to protect a tiny little fish, the water up north gets routed into the Pacific Ocean. I could have water for all of that land, water for your forests. You know, your forests are dry as a bone.
Yeah.
Okay?
Dangerous.
That water could be routed. You know, you could have everything. Oh, not only dangerous, billions of dollars a year they spend on forest fires.
Now let's look at specifically what Trump was referring to here. In 2023, California implemented what's called the Fall X2 policy. This is a policy that's designed to redirect water away from areas that endanger a specific species of fish called the Delta smelt. Proponents of this policy argue that the Delta smelt are important to indigenous populations, as well as important for the overall health of certain other endangered species in that area, like the Chinook salmon or killer
What's up,
whales.
K9?
And that sounds good, but let's look at what the cost of protecting the Delta smelt actually is. In 2023, we dumped 195.5 billion gallons of water into the Pacific Ocean. That's water that could have been used for firefighting or watering farmlands. This is all happening while we're focusing on scarcity, conservation-based policies, while we're dumping $200 million worth of water into the ocean to protect a relatively niche species. Now that's how we've been wasting our water, but what about our forests?
And you know, there's a case with the environment. They're not allowed to rake their forests because you're not allowed to touch it. When a tree falls down, after 18 months it becomes very dry. It's like, you know, like real firewood, it's bad. But when a tree is up, it sucks water, it's wet. I went to they had a couple of horrible forest fires in California, and I said, you know, you got a lot of trees standing. Yes, they were healthy trees, sir. I said, with this intense heat, that you could see they were charred a little bit on the bottom, but they were going to be all right because they're soaking wet because they suck up the water, right? But when they fall,
right,
they're like, you know, it's like lighting a match.
Yeah.
And you got to be able to clean, they call it maintain your forest. So I was with the head of Austria. He said, you know, it's a shame. I see all those forest fires in California, and all they have to do is clean their forest, meaning rake it up, get rid of the leaves, get rid of, you know, leaves that are sitting there for 5 years. And
we'll certainly get rid of the dead fall.
And get rid of the trees that have fallen.
I think that's the real issue.
You know, environmentally, they don't want to do that. They said, you know, it's got to be nature and all this stuff.
Is there some truth to Trump's claim? It turns out yes. A 2024 study found that approximately 91.4 million dead trees were spread over 27.8 million hectares of land in California. Many people in the environmental lobby will argue that we need to preserve this deadwood actually because it contributes to the natural habitat that many endangered species rely upon. But here's an example of where trying to do good actually ends up doing bad. For approximately 10 years, there was an environmental lobby that opposed clearing deadwood in the Klamath National Forest because they were trying to protect the natural habitat of spotted owls and endangered species. This caused a multi-year legal battle that ironically resolved itself when the Klamath National Forest ended up actually burning down because of the deadwood that they were trying to use to protect the spotted owl population. These kinds of misguided attempts to protect the environment in California not only keep on ruining the environment, it's ruining human lives. And here's my personal frustration. California has the best land and the worst government in the United States. We have incompetent politicians who constantly focus on things that sound good while actually doing bad. And they focus on first-order consequences while ignoring the second-order consequences. They constantly focus on popular slogans like needing to protect our environment and climate change and protecting the fish and protecting the trees while ignoring the second-order impact on humans. And ironically, like in the case of the spotted owls, in their attempt to protect endangered species, not only are they harming humans, oftentimes they're not even protecting the endangered species. And to take this a step further, I think California's government represents a dysfunctional, far-left worldview that is consistently not producing results, is just producing heated conversations. We spend more money on homelessness every year, while the amount of homeless people just keeps on increasing every year. We have reasonable people who are afraid to speak up because we don't want to be labeled as climate change deniers just for questioning some of these dysfunctional environmental protection policies. We have a governor in Gavin Newsom who left San Francisco a failed city and is slowly turning California into a failed state. This is the same governor, by the way, that during COVID recommended that we quarantine at home while he dined at the French Laundry. Ultimately, in moments of crisis like this, I am grateful that we have a government, but our government could be doing a lot better.
They ain't doing shit, dude. They ain't doing shit. Now, this is what it means by... Look at this guy.
You want to know why the West is on fire and why these forest fires are out of control? Let me show you. This is our national forest. This
you gotta rake that shit up,
is
bro.
how they manage it. What do you think is going to happen to these trees, to this forest, if a fire starts in here? Could you walk through there? If you wanted to create an environment for fire to thrive, you couldn't do better. We've got all the money in
That's
the
all of
world
California.
to send bombs to go over and kill people that have never done
That's
anything
all
to
Florida,
us.
man.
But here back at home, we can't lift a finger. But you bet we're paying them. You bet we're paying them.
Hey,
Beloved.
It's sad, dude. All right, here we go. Let's see what this guy says. So, there apparently, as of 4 hours ago, 80,000 people have evacuated. There's like 5 fires. A fire, and I think the Eaton fire. Here we go. That one was the latest one. 2 fatalities. But dude, 15,000 acres for the Palisades fire. The Eaton fire, 10,000. 100 plus structures fire for the dude. This is ridiculous, bro.
Starting to look like an apocalypse night. Fires in Southern California are starting to look like an apocalypse nightmare. I mean, this footage is a disaster, and the way they are treating this is also becoming a disaster. First of all, the firefighters are reporting dry fire hydrants. No water in the fire hydrants. So the reservoirs are depleted, and Trump went off on the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, on how he refused to sign the water restoration declaration put before him that would have allowed millions of gallons of water to flow into California from the Sacramento area, but now that's been limited to protect what he called an essentially worthless fish called smelt. And if no water wasn't enough, the fire department said they are dangerously understaffed and they can't handle a crisis of this magnitude. If you didn't know, Mayor Karen Bass slashed $17.6 million from the fire department's budget earlier this year. People are also reporting being left out of insurance because they're in high-risk areas. Some people are saying they allegedly weren't being notified about this until the fire reached their doorstep, and this whole situation is just a nightmare,
fishy,
and we need
bro.
more accountability here.
Smells like Long John Silver in this
fires
bitch.
in Southern.
It's bad, dude. Like, dude.
Oh my God. We're out of the way.
If Raymond lived in LA, this would have never fucking happened, bro.
These are $1 million.
Oh, more.
Oh my God, look at all these fucking homes.
From operations, copy that with that.
Oh my God.
Strike team reporting there, Darnell.
Oh, man. It's holy. I've driven through shit like this, bro. Both hills are it's scary, dude. The embers.
Oh my God.
Everyone. So many people are without power right now, too.
This is insane.
This is like the most wild thing.
When President Trump.
Oh my God.
That's fine.
It is unbelievable what's happening here to the neighbors. Your parents' house is still standing. You had a hose. You're doing what you can.
I know I'm not supposed to be here, but this is my parents' home.
I know the feeling.
And they just they got canceled from their fire insurance. So they're dealing with this. They're 90 years old. And through the state of California, because of this, they're 90 years old, that they've lived in this house for 75 years, and they've had the same insurance, and these insurance people decided to cancel their fire. And we're going through this, and it just happened, and they have no fire insurance.
It just happened. Makes it be like,
Thank you, California insurance companies, supporting residents who pay taxes and love California. And they wonder why people leave California.
First and foremost, you did get your parents out safely.
I live in Sierra Madre. My parents are in Sierra Madre, but...
And now you know that it is under
what is this
evacuation
poor
as well
lady
north of
doing,
Sierra Madre Boulevard.
what's this poor lady
I
doing
snuck
right
here.
now? What can she do?
But you know what? Under the circumstances, send me to jail. That's fine.
It is unbelievable what's happening here to the neighbors. Your parents' house is still standing. You had a hose. You're doing what you can.
I mean, I have a hose. It doesn't compare to these beloved neighbors that I've known. I was born and raised in this house, and I live in Sierra Madre, and I'm now 62 years old. And this is the house I was born and raised in, and I've never moved out of Pasadena, Sierra Madre, Hastings Ranch.
Well, let me tell you, it does help for people who aren't here to know what's happening. So you sharing that story, it does a service. I came up to you without even asking your name.
My name is Lynn Levin Guzman. This is the Levin household. I'm a nurse for over 30 years in emergency room. I deal with fire all the time and firefighters. And this situation here, luckily people got out because those are my patients. The people who are not so fortunate to get out.
As you mentioned, let's just hope everyone's okay. Lynn, I'm going to let you get back to it. And for you taking the time, we thank you. To your parents, we wish them the best as well. As I send it back to you, there's Lynn again with the hose. She's using a garden hose.
I don't know if that
getting the
actually
awnings,
does
getting the roof of the
anything,
house,
bro.
doing anything she can.
Soaking
We
up
say
a
that
house,
as the embers
maybe?
are blowing directly on us here in the Upper Hastings Ranch community.
Musk said
She's here, her
something
brother's
that,
here.
Musk said something that mud, wet sand, wet. Raymond, you know that shit wouldn't happen. Not on your watch, bro. Not on your watch.
Absolutely, a long way to go, and a courageous woman at that. And she does bring up a great point. That we should talk a
Do you
whole
remember
lot more
shit,
about,
dude?
and that is the fact that so many people.
Look at this. Look how beautiful, bro. Not beautiful, but they're dude, luckily it's right next to the ocean, dude. But they don't got enough planes. I'm sure more planes are like on the way, but it's that first picture I showed you guys, bro. It's like, what? This is downtown LA. Now the fires is happening like Malibu, near Santa Monica, Pasadena. That is apocalyptic.
It is blocking the sun. You can actually see it.
It's blocking the sun, so it's daytime there, bro. That's scary, dude. And not only the crazy part is every house around that area, bro. When there's a fire, it gets seeped into your homes through the vents or whatever, and it stinks, dude. Has anyone ever had to deal with like a house fire or anything of that nature? Dude, it's just, yeah, people need to read their Bibles, just saying. I'm studying, bro. I'm studying. Yeah, this is wild, bro. This is wild in January. Now, again, it's the high winds. Yeah, I'm sure it's dry, but bro, LA was flooding in the wintertime. Didn't you live near? Yeah, well, I lived in Corona right before I moved here, so that's about 45 minutes away. But yeah, dude, it's all Southern California. San Diego, LA County, North. It's California in general. Ninja knows this type of shit, bro. She can smell it. Dude, people are going to smell this fire from miles away, bro. People in LA are not exaggerating. Yeah. That's a beautiful home, dude. You know, James Wood's house burned down. He's been active on X. Dude, look how high those flames are, guys. Look how high those flames are. That is intense, bro. That's like a 3-story freaking house.
I think
that shit is raging, dude. Raging. Los Angeles refused to fill the water reservoirs, and now there's no water in fire hydrants to fight the fires. People are fleeing for their lives while watching their homes and businesses burn to the ground. This is incompetence.
That are outraged by that fact tonight when they look at scenes like this, at businesses that people.
I saw Trump.
29,000 or 2,900 acres. Yeah, that was an early video. These videos are from yesterday. But look, dude. Imagine landing in LAX, and you see this shit. Bro, this is like fucking Fallout shit, dude. This is crazy. Good thing I showed Aleda Santa Monica and Malibu before it was burned. We even took her through the Malibu Mountains shortcut and goes, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, it's not going to look the same. It's not going to look the same anymore, bro. And the thing is, 0% containment, bro. That's the wild part. But this is an aerial shot, bro. You're landing on LAX, you see this, you're like, oh, turn back. Turn back. Look at these palm trees, bro, that are like probably hundreds of years old. I'm telling you, if Raymond was here, none of this shit would have happened. It's sad, dude. It's sad. Watching these videos last night and preparing the live vibe today and saving these videos, the ones I was going to show you guys, it affected me, bro. Like, my vibe, my energy just whoosh. I had a rough day today, bro. I was going through some like mental shit, but just watching this, I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? This is I've never seen it this bad before, bro. Ever. I've never seen it this bad before. And we're going to look at the latest. See, this is Trump's, this is what he posted on Truth Social. Governor Gavin Newsom refused to sign a water restoration declaration put before him that would have allowed millions of gallons of water from excess rain and snowmelt from the north to flow daily into many parts of California, including the areas that are currently burning in a virtual apocalyptic way. He wanted to protect an essentially worthless fish called a smelt by giving it less water. It didn't work, but didn't care about the people of California. Now the ultimate price is being paid. I will demand that this incompetent governor allow beautiful, clean, fresh water to flow into California. He is to blame for this. On top of it all, no water for fire hydrants, no firefighting planes, a true disaster. This was the thing, bro. People were on their scanners. You know, you can get like an app scanner, right? A police scanner, fire, EMS. You know, when shit like this happens, whenever there's a disaster, I used to tune into that city's frequency channel or whatever and just hear the communication. Bro, the shit that was going on, bro. They're firefighters with a day off. Get your asses in. It's fucking bad, dude. What's up, Rebel Yale?
This year,
Hi. That's creepy, bro. There's water right there. Just scoop it up. Pretty. You can't breathe through that shit, dude. A lot of people don't understand either. With high winds like that and fires, they can create its own storms, even fire lightning and fire tornadoes. So you have to add that into account with that. Absolutely, dude. Bro, 100-mile-an-hour winds, dude? When this shit started? Today, last time I checked, there were still like 30-mile-an-hour winds in these areas. But, dude, more are popping in, dude. It's nature. Just look 65 million years ago when the dinos lived. Environmental change. This isn't climate change, bro. This is man-made, bro. Patrick David said something pretty cool that I'm going to share. Imagine this is your expensive home or your neighbor, and there is no fireman to put out the blaze. That's what's going on in California. With millions wasted on illegals, Newsom could prevented much of this loss. Newsom needs to resign. Yeah. You're on your own, guys. You're on your own.
They don't want.
It's sad, dude.
I want to take you here live right now. So this is specific.
This is the craziest video I've seen so far, bro. This is wild. This kid, dude.
All right, dude. Yeah, let's
They waited to the last second, bro.
We tried, bro. I'm sorry. We tried our best. Yeah, and when this tree falls, it's over.
Yeah. Your neighbor's house, like,
Sorry,
yeah.
bro. Gotta get out of here. Oh, shit. Holy shit. Is that tree...
I'm super...
Dude. Look at how raging that neighbor's house is, bro. What the fuck, dude?
Dude. Yeah, let's get out of here. We tried.
Oh, bro. I don't know, man. Because people are leaving their cars. It's called leave when you get... Dude. People were probably just driving home. Or going out for lunch, and all of a sudden, boom. This is scary, dude. But Californians, man, they're used to this shit, dude. I'm more afraid of fires than I am hurricanes. Patrick Bet David posted, Florida has hurricanes, natural disaster. California has wildfires, 95% man-made. What's been your plan to fix this, Governor, for the last 6 years? Where is the urgency? Just in 2024, California had 8,000 wildfires that burned a cumulative of 1 million acres. Your state is filled with some of the brightest minds in California. Why don't you call an emergency meeting to unite the entire state to prevent this continuously happening?
LAFD that they are so strapped for resources that they're looking for firefighters to call in to this hotline to help in this firefight. That number is on your screen. It is 213-576-8962.
Oh, dude, that's wild.
So again,
dude.
LAFD
Yeah, dude.
saying we need all firefighters on deck. So if you are watching us right now and you think
I'm not
that you
sure,
are a
Raymond.
firefighter and you are able to help, please give this a call, 213-576-8962.
This, dude, look at this shit, bro. First off, what the hell are you still doing inside your house, bro? Look at those winds. Look. Bro, get out.
You gonna be okay? Hi.
Oh, the doggo, man.
Oh, shit.
You can be trapped in there, bro. You can be like, there might be not even a way out. Bro.
Oh, shit.
There goes the smoke. And this is daylight too, huh? Yeah, it's during the day. It looks all orange in there because the fucking flames are still that high.
The plastic is gone, dude. Yeah. Fuck. Okay.
I can't imagine this with the 100-mile-an-hour winds, dude. Smokey the Bear should pay Gavin Newsom a visit. Florida man. I know, dude. Dude, that's wild. All of a sudden, it's like you can see the blue sky.
So,
or whatever the wind shifts.
Outside? Okay, the gas is off right now.
Good. But that's not going to help, bro. Get gone, man.
Hmm? No, don't open the window. Don't open. Don't open anything. Just stay over here.
Oh, dude, these guys don't know. I don't know.
All right, dude.
Yeah, we've seen this one. This is sad,
There's
bro.
no chance that they're going to take like that, especially
The senior center in
obviously
Pasadena.
A very desperate situation tonight out in Altadena.
This is what gets me.
Full
The
Comstock
animals
photographer showing us
and the
this
elderly,
video, or
bro.
these live pictures
And hospitals,
of all of these residents
Yeah.
from the Pasadena Senior Center, about 95 people who were evacuated from that center tonight. And if you do have any family members, perhaps, who are at
Does
the
anyone
center and
know
you're wondering
anybody
about
in these
them,
that are involved in these
Nicole was telling
fires?
us that they are all out in
My
the parking lot.
brother
Nicole,
still lives in
could you
Corona.
give us a
I
cross
can
there?
guarantee
We know that
you
there's a
he
7-Eleven
sees the
and a
smoke.
McDonald's, you said. Could
Yeah.
you
And
give
he
us a
can
cross
smell
there
it.
specifically?
For
It's
sure.
so-
For sure. Being an hour away.
Yeah, Susie, it's Washington Boulevard and then Altadena Drive, where there's a McDonald's and a 7-Eleven here. And, you know, you have to think that being right in the foothills, that this senior center would have an evacuation plan in place to get these people out just in case they ever saw
Yeah.
a fire like this. But it was
You
only
can't beat a
yesterday
fire,
we
bro.
really
It's
started hearing
unpredictable.
that really intense language from the National Weather Service and from state officials that this was going to be a catastrophic wind event. So people really didn't have a lot
That
of time
stupid
to
just
prepare.
leave.
You would never be prepared
I
for
served in the
something like
military.
this.
When
They're going
warnings
to take like that, especially. So I mean, obviously,
get
a
out
very
there to get
desperate
everyone.
situation tonight out in
Brody,
Altadena.
it's up
Nicole
to you to
Comstock
follow
and her
those with
photographer
it.
showing us
If
this
not, that's
video,
on
this-
YouTube. Oh yeah,
these
yeah.
live
Yeah, that's the
pictures
thing
of
though,
all
dude.
of-
If you, that is the price, that's the risk you're taking. If there is evacuation orders and you want to stay behind and you want to try to save your house, it's one of those things, hey, if you get trapped, like they were just saying, they couldn't get, it was 45 minutes of calling 911. Like that's how long it took to get someone to respond. You're done. No one's going to save you. So you gotta, you gotta weigh your options there, dude. You gotta weigh your fucking options, man. But the fact, dude, this isn't fire season, dude. This is just weird. And this is definitely a man-made fire. And you add in 100-mile-an-hour winds. Again, an ember, bro, can float forever. And just... Psh, psh. That's how it all started, bro. That's how... There's like, I think, 5 different fires right now. All right, now... That's all I have for here, but let's go to see what's new. Actually, listen, this is why I like rock. Update, I'm just going to put update on Cali fires. I don't even think you have to. It'll tell you probably everything you need to know, bro. Okay. God. As of the latest updates on January 8th, 2025, several significant wildfires are actively burning across Southern California, particularly affecting Los Angeles County. The Palisades Fire. This fire, which began in the Pacific Palisades neighborhood, has grown substantially, burning through over 15,000 acres. It has destroyed at least 300 structures and has forced the evacuations of tens of thousands of residents. A fire is currently at 0% containment, fueled by powerful Santa Ana winds. The Etten Fire. Located near Pasadena in Atlandana, the Etten Fire has expanded over 10,000 acres and has resulted in at least 5 fatalities. This fire has caused significant damage, including the destruction of numerous structures, and remains uncontained. The Hearst Fire in Somar. This fire has spread to at least 700 acres. Contributing to the widespread evacuation orders in this area is too still at 0% containment. The Sunset Fire. A more recent fire in the Hollywood Hills, specifically the Runyon Canyon area, has led to an immediate evacuation orders for the densely populated region. This fire adds to the strain on firefighting resources. Additional fires. Smaller fires like the Lydia Fire in action and the Woodley Fire in the San Fernando Valley are also reported, with the latter under control while the Lydia Fire is at 30% containment. This situation is exacerbated by hurricane-force winds and extremely low humidity, and conditions expected to remain hazardous through at least January 9th. Evacuation orders and warnings are placed for various zones, with roads like the Pacific Coast Highway being closed. The fires have led to significant damage to infrastructure, including homes, businesses, and schools, with air quality being severely impacted by the smoke. Governor Gavin Newsom has declared a state of emergency for Los Angeles County in response to the fires, mobilizing additional state and federal resources. President Biden has also been briefed on the situation and has ensured federal support, including additional firefighting personnel and capabilities. Whew. All right, let's see. Not James Woods. Let's see what's trending. Let's go to trending. Let's just go to, Palisades Fire. Firefighting, a mostly white and male. A California program aims to change that. How about we hire fucking firefighters that know how to firefight, bro? I don't care what race, creed, gender you are. Stop this bullshit. Just in, LA mayor refuses to answer any questions after she returns from her trip to Ghana. People of California, they have zero respect for you. Demand, this is the mayor of LA.
Do you owe citizens an apology for being absent while their homes were burning? Do you regret cutting the fire department budget by millions of dollars, Madam Mayor?
Good questions,
Have you
reporter.
nothing to say today? Have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today? Elon Musk says that you're utterly
What's up, Flex?
incompetent.
What's up,
Are you
Jackson
considering
Taylor?
your
How you
position?
doing? Jackson, I haven't seen you in a while, brother. What's up? Yeah,
Madam
dude.
Mayor, have you
This is
absolutely nothing
ongoing,
to say
bro.
to the citizens today who are
Why
dealing with
isn't she
this
talking?
disaster?
If something were, we're
No apology for them?
we're just playing make-believe here.
Do you think you should have been visiting Ghana while this
If this
was
shit was
unfolding
planned,
back
bro,
home?
wouldn't it be a little coinkydink that the mayor is so happy not to be there during the time that this happened? Oh, bro, this is wild. I've never seen this video. We sent $250 billion to Ukraine, and yet we can't get water to fight the fires in California? Yes, Charlie Kirk. Absolutely. Don't worry, everything's fine, dude. Everything's fine, Biden. This wildfire has got us all emotional, and it's sad. Let's send $1 billion to Ukraine, and all will be better. Yeah. California is run by retards. This is all the water that's going into the Pacific Ocean, guys. California voters.
All right, here.
California voters passed $7.5 million water bond in 2014. 8 years ago, California voters approved Proposition 1, a $7.5 billion water bond to fund water infrastructure projects, including $2.7 billion earmarked specifically for new water storage. Not a single water storage project has been completed. That's over 11 years ago. State Farm canceled 1,600 policies in Pacific Palisades last year because California wouldn't allow them to raise premiums to cover their exposure. Instead of fixing the immediate problem, Gavin Newsom worked with Trump, proofing his state to protect illegal immigrants. California Gavin Newsom says he's furious at Trump. Okay,
President-elect chose to phase. We're in the public safety phase. I hate to even ask this question, but the president-elect chose to attack you, blame you for this. It's one can't even respond to it. I mean, it's people are literally fleeing. People have lost their lives.
Yeah, because of you.
Lost their schools. Families completely torn asunder. Churches burned down.
Yeah.
This guy wanted to politicize it. I have a lot of thoughts, and I know what I want to say. I won't. I stood next to a president of the United States of America.
This fucking guy is the most fakest governor ever. He needs to be out, dude. He needs to be out. You guys don't even want to hear the story about the actual fire chief, bro.
Around us go up. My heart goes out, obviously, to the people with their homes, and I'm watching the small businesses around us go up in flames. This is people's livelihoods, so it's devastating. But what is most concerning to me is our first responders and our firefighters who are trying to battle this. There's no water in the Palisades. There's no water coming out of the fire hydrants. This is an absolute mismanagement.
No worries, brother.
By the city. It's not the firefighters' fault, but it's by the city. And I'm going to be very honest. We've got a mayor that's out of the country.
Vibe on, brother.
And
Thanks for stopping by. Like the video on your way out. Remember, guys.
Put out fires. So if you look at your
like
pictures,
the video if you can. I appreciate it.
You don't see the firefighters there because there's nothing they can do. And it looks like we're in a third world country here. Mm-hmm. And we've got a lot of tough questions that we need to ask the mayor and the city council and our representatives and the county representatives. Why didn't you work to mitigate this? What was your brush mitigation program? I heard you earlier talking about it's been dry because there hasn't been rain. That's not the biggest problem here. The brush up in these hills that are controlled by the city and the county, I would bet you that if they haven't been handled, mitigated, pruned, removed for probably 30 or 40 years. This was a disaster waiting to happen. And what's predictable is preventable. And who's paying the price are all of these people in their homes and their businesses tonight. Now, we'll rebuild, but the majority of this community is going to have a tough time rebuilding their lives.
We need to be...
My heart...
30,000 people evacuated. This is 11 hours ago. Let's search through the latest. I want to know what's the fucking numbers, dude. This is wild, bro. Wait, is this real? That's not real. The Hollywood sign isn't on fire, is it? Wait, but Dark Hills said the Hollywood Hills. Bro, if anything should be caught on fire, should be the Hollywood sign, bro. Can someone verify? Can someone fact check this for me? Someone that's out there, can you check to see if this is real? Yeah, dude. Definitely pray for California. What's going on here? Oh, the mayor's back.
Resources.
Oh, there's no volume.
Resources pouring in here, trying to get water on this fire. They're going to start with the leading edge here, but that might have been just a recon.
This is the
I'm not sure
Hollywood
if he made a
Hills
drop
one.
or not. I didn't see it. Did you see it?
This is
Lucas?
the Hollywood Hills
I can't tell. But go ahead. Now that we're on the west side of this fire, you can see the distance between Curson Avenue and the closest flames here. So fortunately, the neighborhood along Curson has not yet been touched. The wind is blowing parallel to Curson, more directly towards Franklin and towards Hollywood Boulevard. So that's the main body of fire there. Let's go ahead and widen out again, Lucas, and show the proximity to
that's
Hollywood
the one that just
Boulevard
started.
from this
This is
angle.
Hollywood
You're
Hills.
going to
Look
get a
how
better
massive that
idea
fire is.
of the geography here as that fire is being blown downhill through the Hollywood Hills towards Hillside Avenue, towards Gardner Street, where LAFD is responding, towards Vista Street, Sierra Bonita, and ultimately Hollywood Boulevard is now no more than 3/4 of a mile, maybe only a half a mile away from the leading edge of this fire, but it's not spreading like a normal.
It's going to take Los Angeles a while to recover from this, for a long while. Man, this is bad. Even the surrounding
Resources
areas,
pouring in.
This isn't going to be. This is they're saying that they're going to start making progress. Nothing won't start getting better till Friday, because the winds are forecasted to be that high. Oh no, breaking: an explosion has occurred at a substation in Fort Worth, Texas. This is the end of times, guys. Just like, was it Cody or so? Who said, read your Bible? Shit, dude. I like searching the latest, and you seeing people's
the Hollywood Hills are on fire, and you can literally... Yo, LA is literally on fire. I'm driving home because somebody said the Hollywood Hills are on fire, and you can literally see the freaking fire in the Hollywood Hills. Like, this is right now in LA.
When I looked over there, I don't know.
All SoCal fires at 0% containment. This was posted 3 minutes ago. California fire update. And they're growing. Fuck, man. Last time I checked, it was $60 billion worth of damages. But that was probably like 40,000 acres ago. I don't know what long-term. This is bad, dude. This is worse than what happened in North Carolina, dude. This is why I didn't want to. I wanted to learn with you guys. I wanted us to like learn about this and get your guys' opinions on it. You know how I feel. You know how a lot of these, here you go, Cody. All these celebrities and athletes like LeBron have all this money. Hey, dumbasses, donate to help your fellow man. Well, bro, some of those celebrities or houses are going down, dude. But yeah, of course. But who knows where that money really goes to, bro? What was that last tweet? State Farm, canceled 116,000. Yeah, that's bullshit. 18 of the 20 largest fires in California history were in the past 20 years. Everyone needs to hear this. Well, fucking Elon Musk posted this.
100%. This is the fault. Hey, look, just real quick, for all of you in California dealing with these wildfires, I want you to know that without a doubt, 100%, this is the fault of the Democrats you elected. Because there are 4 actions taken by the Democrats that are directly responsible for why you're enduring this wildfire. The first being your state stopped clearing the brush. They didn't want to spend state money anymore on maintaining and clearing the brush that starts these wildfires. And they figured they would save money by not doing it. And then after the wildfire, they would get federal funding to take care of all the emergency stuff. They have just decided that it's cheaper on the state to not prevent them from happening. And after they happen, use federal FEMA funds to take care of it. Reason number 2 while you're enduring these wildfires is your mayor in LA decided to cut firefighter funding by $17.5 million. Now, it's less than what she wanted to cut. She wanted to cut $23 million. But yeah, she cut $17.5. Oh, and she took that money plus an additional $4 million and spent it on taking care of illegal immigrants. See, the mayor of LA decided to spend $21.8 million taking care of those people. And she was able to get most of that money from the fire department. Lastly, our government has taken money from fire departments all throughout the United States and spent them fully equipping and fully funding 16 Ukrainian fire departments. Those fire departments have reported to international media that they are fully equipped and ready for any emergency. So if you're wondering why you're dealing with these wildfires, it's because your fucking state stopped clearing the brush, your mayor in LA cut $17.5 million of your funding and spent all that money on illegal immigrants, and all around the country we've taken money from fire departments to make sure Ukraine is fully equipped for any emergency. Thank God it's less than 2 weeks till we have to stop dealing with this dumb shit. Except for those of you in California, you re-elected the Democrats, so enjoy that.
Shit, Elon Musk posted that. What else did Elon post? Has Elon been fucking posting much about this? I want to know about that sandbag thing. You are the median. Yeah, what else? Can't make this up. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass is going all Joe Biden, not knowing what she's saying. They didn't write the web address in her script that she's stumbling on, and told everyone where to get help. All of this can be found at URL. Fire your dumbass now.
See information, resources, and shelter. Right now, if you need help, emergency information, resources, and shelter is available. All of this can be found at URL. Los Angeles, together is how we will get through this. Through the heroism of our fire.
In real life?
Right.
Trump talked about with Rogan, the memes.
As a team, as a partnership with the legislature, that's what's different now is we are committed as a team, as a partnership with the legislature and other state agencies, including now the federal government, no longer a sparring partner, but a working partner. Federal government, where we're not addressing headwinds, but tailwinds in terms of the support, a memorandum of understanding, doubling our respective commitments to vegetation.
I can't listen to Gavin Newsom, bro. I can't. All right, so let's just go back to Hollywood Hills. Yeah, I want to see what the hell is happening in Hollywood Hills, bro. New inferno is raging at lightning speed towards Hollywood homes in the hills and the Hollywood sign. Bro, that will be very symbolic, bro. That will be very symbolic if that iconic Hollywood sign goes up in flames, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I want it to go up in flames. I think a cleansing, bro. This feels almost biblical, bro. Biblical. Especially with all, like, the Diddy stuff, you know what I mean? Like, there's some bad vibes going on over there.
Who on the team?
A new fire just exposed to the Hollywood. Yep. So these are the Hollywood Hills fires that's happening. I don't understand why I don't see like 20, 30 planes up in the air right now, dude. How do we not have those? It's been 24 hours since this happened, bro. This was posted an hour ago. Fuck, dude. Are those houses threatened down there? If it's rolling downhill, bro, look at all the homes down there, bro. Dude, that's just wild, bro. Yeah. Oh, that. Are they having drinks and shit? It's the end of the world party, bro.
The backyard.
Okay.
Right there, that's a new spot fire, literally in somebody's backyard, I think, as it continues to spot ahead of itself. 2 spot fires. You see that tree on the left and a new tree or shrub or whatever on fire now on the right. Again, the embers are continuing to create new fires. Little by
right?
Little by little.
Oh, I love Cat
Is there a
Williams.
flame on Vista? Is that a headlight or is that a city? That might be
Disgusting.
a house light. Okay, that's
Why?
just a house
What's
light.
up, brother?
But you can get an
Hey,
idea
Chris,
of the
have you ever
proximity
been
of those
to
houses
Alaska?
now,
I always
this fire
wanted
is
to
getting
go.
closer and closer.
I'm going to be bringing about 6 months with the Grizzlies.
Are you seeing any
Why are you
kind
going to
of
Alaska,
streams
bro?
of cars trying to get
Work?
out of there, or I
Do it.
worry
Because
the
dips
word
there
is
is
not
probably like
getting
30
out
bucks
that
a
they
can.
need to leave.
They need to get gone, man. There's a fire.
I don't see any traffic coming from this neighborhood. Hollywood Boulevard is
I can't even see the neighborhood.
Their
Their power must have went out. Look how dark it is.
Because basically people are
okay, so that's the map. All right, so
they're driving through Hollywood, and all of a sudden they're in a cloud of smoke.
look at Hollywood Boulevard. Bumper to bumper. They're probably trying to go home and get their belongings. Right now, dude, I mean, it's only 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock in LA right now.
We're seeing more helicopters arrive on scene, and we are seeing more water drops. But look at all those flashing lights. Those are all fire trucks making their way into the neighborhood. And
Since celebrities also lost their homes, does this mean they will also help rebuild us lowly people? Or us lowly people, or be selfish and use their multi-millions
just north of Hollywood
on only
Boulevard.
themselves?
Now,
We'll
the
see.
evacuation order, as I
We'll
understand
see.
it, extends
This is
to
still
the south up to Hollywood Boulevard.
Oh, dude.
That's for now.
Is
If
that a
this
glow?
neighborhood catches on fire, expect that to grow. And
Oh, there's
I mean,
cars
if
in
this
Hollywood
becomes an urban
Boulevard.
Fire in the middle of Hollywood, you know, God help
Oh
us.
my
but
God!
this
What if the Chinese
evacuation
theater?
area
Oh, dude!
could grow and could grow in short order, like within the hour. So let's keep a close eye on this and see how they do protecting these homes right here. But once these embers start flying into that neighborhood right there between Sierra Bonita Avenue, Hillside Avenue, and Vista Street along Franklin Avenue, just north of Hollywood Boulevard, then we have real problems. We'll see. It's getting close.
Damn, dude!
In the backyard.
Damn, dude! This is scary shit. All right, what videos have we not seen yet?
Map as we speak, and so
Okay.
we'll have that up shortly. So on
You know
the
what?
right, so the east side
Should
is
I
the
go to a
101
live
freeway.
feed? I can probably find a live
To the
feed.
north is Mulholland.
Okay.
I'm gonna
to
go
the
to
west
an
is
actual live feed of the actual fires. Let's see what's going on. Live now on Fox 11 Los Angeles. Let's do that.
You can win big on Hard Rock Bet with a little bet.
Yeah, let's look at it live. Fuck. Keep
The
forgetting.
Dream Center reached out to us and said for any of these families who need a place to stay, they can go and get their own room at the Dream Center. Again, this is not too far from where you are.
Okay.
Oh,
That's cool.
I will let the one gentleman here who's just standing around here. If you text me the address, I will give it to him.
Okay, I will
And
send you a
hopefully we can help
text.
him out.
She's live, dude.
Okay, thank you, Marla.
All right.
We're going to probably move from this location to try
Okay.
to get closer to where the firefighters are.
We will,
The live
we
vibe
will
setup
get
is
back to you
better
when
than
you
this
do.
shit.
Gina Silva, thank you for that. And this really is a reminder, Marla, when you see
damn Wyatt,
each one of those people,
hey man,
you know,
be
this
safe,
affects
dude.
so many people.
You are literally going
and
during the
has a
coldest
story.
months.
That family probably has
be safe, bro.
From Mexico City,
check in on
been
us,
saving
bro.
up for this
Let
and
us know
looking
you're
forward to
okay.
this, and this is going to be their trip to LA, and they want to go to Hollywood and see the Walk of Fame, and they want to go to Disneyland. And
let it all
this is
burn
going to be
down.
their trip, and now,
not the homes.
you know, and then over and over again, everybody's got a story. So what we're watching
the symbolism
now is this sunset fire in Hollywood, and we're seeing the danger in this kind of fire with the winds is because
I just don't want
these
no one
embers. And then they can travel.
Look
up
at
to
imagine
2
some
miles,
random neighborhood.
and
Boom.
Then the embers can
An
start
ember
their
goes,
own fires.
and,
And so even though this is technically called the sunset fire, when you
it
really
looks like
look at it
riots
from
are
the
happening,
air,
bro.
you realize that it's a bunch of smaller fires that are all burning independent of each
Holy
other, which makes
shit,
it difficult
dude.
to fight it because they basically have to pick where to fight it. You can't pick all of these spots at the same time because you just don't have enough resources, and then all of a sudden something else could spark, and then all of a sudden it's on fire. We saw flames a moment ago in the backyard. It looked like of somebody's home. That home itself doesn't look like it's up in flames yet, but you know, this is a real challenge right now that we're looking at in the Hollywood Hills.
It really is, and again, this is the latest fire to erupt.
Hell yeah, wow.
There's so many notifications that we're receiving here in the newsroom, so we're trying to keep up, to keep you abreast and to keep you informed. More evacuations have been prompted as a result of this at
screw the
Franklin
Hollywood
Avenue
fire.
and
Let's
North
see.
Fuller Avenue. And again, I mean,
I want to see the actual Palisades fire, bro.
will be widespread.
I don't care about the Hollywood Hills.
This at Franklin Avenue and North Fuller.
Yeah, I guess I'm live streaming a live stream, bro. That's like Inception shit, dude. Yeah, it's pretty. These are all. Let's go to anyone but Fox.
With health coverage at healthcare.gov, you could do
Try
more of what
something
you
else.
love.
You know, I don't even know how to ask this question
Everyone's
about
covering
the birds.
the-
You had to
Well,
leave them behind.
This one just started.
The cages, there's one, a wrought iron cage. It's about 6.5 feet high.
What can happen
The
will
other
happen.
cage for the
You just have
inside
to be
bird,
prepared
we
for
were
when this
able to
stuff
move into
happens.
a back bathroom.
Those are some
It's
words
all
of wisdom from
like
you, Lois.
all marble, so there's no wood or anything. No notice. We were so occupied with watching for my brother who was
If I was living in Hollywood Boulevard and I see the flames happening in the coast, I'm already
in Pacific Palisades.
I'm already
that
in
we
prep
thought
mode,
for
bro.
sure the fire would be contained, that we wouldn't be touched. So I didn't have carrier cages, but we have a huge Great Pyrenees and English golden
dude, it's on the hills. It's gonna hit the
retriever.
fucking-
We took them. I took photo albums. We took documents, and only
Yeah.
what we're wearing, a sweater and jeans and tennis shoes, and that's all we have.
It's
And
so
that's it.
tough. It's so tough, Mona, in those moments to know exactly what you're going to grab, even if you've thought about it. At that moment when it's happening, it's just so hard to think about. You know, Mona, for those of our viewers who may not recognize her name per se, you've seen her work for years. Mona, you've helped us cover this community, this city, through so many court cases over the decades. But talk about today. I mean, you mentioned it earlier. You know, you saw what was happening in Palisades. You were paying close attention, and then suddenly, you know, LA across the way is just on fire, and here now you're being directly impacted.
Look at that chopper dropping water, dude.
Absolutely. When I was growing up, there was a big fire in Coldwater Canyon, where I grew up.
I want to
And
freaking see. Yeah, X is better, dude. X is better. All right, let's see what other posts we got here. It kind of looks like a fucking volcano, bro. All that dry brush. You know what? Look at the trees, though. It's not windy.
You can't see the fire as well as we go up the hill a little bit. You see a little bit of the glow, but I wanted to move to this spot specifically to show you the traffic jam and issues that are happening right now. In fact, LAPD, about 4 different cars just pulled up about 5 minutes ago to try to alleviate some of this gridlock coming down from the Hollywood Hills and from...
Dude, F you, dude. F you. Those people are going to be stuck there for hours, dude. That's why people left their cars, dude. If the fire was right next to them, of course you're going to evacuate, man. You're going to have to get the hell out of town. 2 words I carry with me always is semper paratus, always ready. Your prepper, they're lawless. Same thing happened to here in Brighton, Lafayette area of the Front Range. The fire spread rapidly. Lafayette, Louisiana? Are you Cajun Flex? Are you from the Louisiana, bro? Are you in the swamps, bro? Oh, that picture is just haunting, dude. Oh, I don't want to look at Hollywood Hills. Rob Schneider, dude. You guys know Rob Schneider, right? Deuce Bigalow. He's in all the Adam Sandler's movies. Rob Schneider posted. He goes, screw you all with your phony commercials. You are a pile of crap for canceling insurance policies of Californians. I would never use State Farm insurance ever again. Stupid Flo. Is that the one with Flo, bro? Oh, Lafayette, Colorado. That's cute, bro. That's cute. Dude, everyone's talking shit about State Farm right now. What's going on, bro? Oh, no.
Just for a moment, because it's so pointing at the flag, the American flag. So many people have just stopped and looked at that just for a moment because it's so symbolic of how resilient the folks in Southern California are. You were looking at that flag.
It's a testament to who we are, no doubt about it. And I'm so proud to be an American. I'm proud to be an Angelino, and I just hope we get the support and everything we need to rebuild one day. I know that's down the road, but for right now, I just think positive thoughts.
Andy Rocker, thank you very much. Please give our best to your neighbors. We know their heartache. We know the devastation that they're feeling and that they will feel when their homes, when they return here and see that they've lost their homes. We've seen this, sadly, just all too often. I'm going to leave you once again with that shot. The American flag,
is my favorite.
It is darkened, it is battered, it is bruised, it is blackened by the Palisades fire, but it continues to burn strong. Probably the only thing that survived here, along with a lime tree, I'm told, the only 2 things that survived in this mobile home park here on Pacific Coast Highway.
Gigi, if you have Andy Rocker with you still, could you ask him about the evacuation?
When was this posted? An hour ago. All right, this is probably recently. Those aren't clouds. You know, it does not look... I didn't see any trees blowing in the previous clip, so hopefully the wind's calmed down. But there's over 100,000 people back for sure.
I talked to a fireman once. This is one of the reasons it freaked me out. And he was telling me, he goes, dude, one day, he goes, it's just going to be the right wind and fire's going to start in the right place and it's going to burn through LA all the way to the ocean. And there's not a fucking thing we can do about it. I go, really? He goes, yeah, we just get lucky. He goes, we get lucky with the wind. He goes, but if the wind hits the wrong way, it's just going to burn straight through LA, and there's not going to be a thing we can do about it. Because these fires are so big, dude. You're talking about like thousands of acres that are burning simultaneously with like 40-mile-an-hour winds. And the wind's just blowing embers through the air, and those embers are landing on roofs, and those houses are going up, and they're landing on bushes, and those bushes are going up, and everything's dry. And once it happens in a way where it's so spread out that there's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do.
You just have to evacuate, right?
Nothing they can do.
West Sunset Boulevard and Pacific Palisades. This feels like a scene that you would see in a movie. All these cars were left here abandoned yesterday, and emergency trucks had to go through with a bulldozer to clear away so that they could get up to where the fires were. So all these cars were just left here during the evacuation. Massive fire got through here and even burned some of these cars that were left behind. Look at this.
Damn, dude. That could be the Corolla. To all, exactly, here we go, man. To the heroes, firefighters, and first responders battling these fires in Los Angeles. Your sacrifice and determinations inspires the entire state. California is deeply grateful for your dedication and service. Absolutely. Absolutely. You got Sonoma fire down there helping out. Looks like this dude looks defeated, bro. You're not going to save that house. You need like... How many firefighters? Let's ask Grok. Let's see. LA fire stats. Let's see what AI, if AI is smart enough to give me stats. For the Palisade fire, 37,000 have evacuated. For the Etten fire, 32,000 have evacuated. This is kind of like the Sunset fire. Dude, that one just started. That wasn't even on last time. $70,000 residents have been displaced. Total areas. Fires cover more than 35 square miles collectively. Total casualties is 5 deaths reported across all fires. I don't want to say that's a good thing, but that's seeing the carnage out there, bro. You know, estimated damage is $52 to $57 billion in damages so far. Wild, bro. What do you do, man? You gotta leave the city. Tim Walz. Oh, God. Gavin Newsom with the... Oh, is that... What was that on fire? Is that like a library or something? The grocery store? Where's that at? B of A, completely down. It's a little shopping area, it looks like. Not cool, bro.
The way it fended through the roof.
Yeah. What's up, Coach? What's the conspiracy? Give me your conspiracy, brother. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I love your profile picture, though, bro. I like it. It's my homie, bro. It's my homie Jesus. I saw that. He sees everything, dude. He sees everything. LA will rise, and make no mistake, I am confident that we will rebuild. Pasadena Fire Chief Chad Augustine reports that Los Angeles Etten fire has burned 10,000 plus acres, remaining at 0% containment, with 5 confirmed fatalities and an estimated 200 to 500 structures destroyed. This video was nuts, dude. I can't imagine, bro. All right, perfect. This is something cool. This is something that I needed to see here. So I used to live here. Corona. This is where the old mud jug shop was. It was actually, I can actually pinpoint it. It was it was right here. Between this little cross section, it was like right there. And I lived right here. I used to live like right. Yeah. Anyways. So then you go west and then you hit Anaheim. Anaheim, what's Anaheim? Anaheim is Disneyland. You got Disneyland here. And then you got Los Angeles. This is where we would, it would take us about 50 minutes to drive from Corona to LA to go to a Kings game. But there's LA, and these are where all the spots, these are where all the fires are at right now, bro. You got Hearst Fire, Woodley, Palisades, bro. The freaking Hollywood Hills fire and all the other ones, the Sunset Fire, they're not even on this map. This is old. But as you can see, little embers are popping off from way over here. Bro, this is far, dude. These distances are far. But look. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, bro. This is wild. I want to see an updated picture of this. My prayers, bro. I want the firefighters to be safe, dude. Yeah, there's your sunset. Oh, look at this video. Someone did a Google.
Oh my.
A before and after. Wow, someone took time to stitch this up.
Right here. This is where it's got to be. This is, oh my God.
Yeah, it's gone.
I've never.
Wow, look at the matching they did here.
Beyond comprehension.
Posted about this car and literally.
Los Angeles is running out of water as the Pacific Palisades wildfire forces 30,000 residents to evacuate, with a state of emergency declared. Firefighters battling the blaze, which is burning through about 5 football fields a minute, warned they were running out of water and supplies.
Probably,
as evacuation warnings spread to Malibu and Calabasas. Tankers
Shit,
full
Calabasas?
of water have been dousing the inferno from the skies all afternoon.
Ooh, what a nice photograph.
But all aircraft were later grounded amid deteriorating wind conditions and visibility. Residents.
That was the thing that I was hearing. I was hearing that they couldn't get birds up in the air and planes up in the air because of 100-mile-an-hour winds, bro. How are you going to be accurate on those drops? And not only that, dude. Oh, shit, what was I going to say? Winds, speed. Oh, something having to do with winds. Let's keep this playing. Actually, maybe rewind it a little bit. Maybe it'll pop in my brain.
A minute, warned they were running out of water and supplies as evacuation warnings spread to Malibu and Calabasas. Tankers full of water had been dousing the inferno from the skies.
There we go. It reminded me of seeing the chopper. Bro, there was choppers dropping, and they had to go, they had a ground. These choppers and these planes had a ground. Why? Because there was fucking people flying drones over the fires. Like residents, citizens were flying their freaking drones, dude. And they prevent, bro, how many houses are gonna burn down because of shit like that? You know what I mean? Granted, yeah, if you have a drone, yeah, it'll be cool, but bro, like, clear the ways, dude. And I remember the old DJI drones, when drones first came out, bro, like, there's all GPS, there's certain locations with these drones where it's like restricted airspace, you can't fly here, blah, blah, blah. Why are people allowed to fly drones right now during this fucking shit?
Afternoon. But all aircraft were later grounded amid deteriorating wind conditions and visibility. Residents were warned the worst is still yet to come as the raging wildfire burns through more than 2,900 acres of Los Angeles land at an extraordinary rate. At least 30,000 residents are now under mandatory evacuation orders, with more still warned they should be prepared to leave after a fire that broke out in the foothills near Eaton Canyon has grown to 1,000 acres in just 6 hours since it began. Pacific Palisades,
literally right next to the
already
ocean,
been reduced to rubble, is a celebrity enclave home to Chris Pratt, Reese Witherspoon, and Miles Teller, among other Hollywood A-listers. According to scanners in the area, those on the ground battling the intense blaze are starting to experience shortages in their supplies, particularly water.
Imagine, dude, you're there to fight a fire and hydrants are dry. There's no water. Fuck. This is gonna be studied for generations, bro. In the textbook. This is history, dude. We're really watching the worst fire of SoCal ever. The ruins of Look at that, guys. This is a Starbucks, bro. There's like a stuck with the Starbucks, bro. Now these celebrities. They voted for this. They voted for this, bro. Oh, that whole damn, bro. That was a Starbucks, that building? Yeah, well, there you go. Those are heroes, bro. Those are heroes. People who run. Oh, like there's a doggo, man. It's the animals, bro. The animals. Fuck. Hey. That looks like that house that the two elderly people were throwing little buckets of water. You remember that video we saw earlier? This is the... Dude, I hope their house got saved. Wow.
Tesla in it, which is one of the reasons they're having such a hard time apparently getting the fire out.
It's harder getting the fire out because it's a Tesla?
So this house has a Tesla in it, which is one of the reasons they're having such a hard time apparently getting the fire out.
And Gavin Newsom, I think, signed a bill or signed something that he wants 35 in 2035 all electric vehicles. Yeah.
These guys are working so hard. It's like unbelievable how hard they're working. Just running around trying to get water going from house to house.
What's up, James? Welcome to the live, bye, brother.
Sadly, the other houses have already burned down right here. And on this side of the street also. You can see in the distance there's more fires. I mean, it's unbelievable here.
God bless Cody.
Basically,
cutting up. Firefighters are opening up. That is wild,
What's your decision
bro.
to finally say it's time to get out? I'm not leaving yet. You're not leaving yet? No. You're going to see if you can stick this out? Well, until it turns worse, yeah. I don't know how much worse it can get, but please be safe. It was a lot worse when that house was going up. So another house went up. So this... Yes, sir? Two of them went up.
That was a badass.
Two of them went up? Down here, yeah. So you think you could be spared from this?
What a badass.
I hope so. Okay. Please be safe. Thank you. So what the man just said, I'm not sure if you heard it due to the wind, he just said, I'm not leaving yet. I saw two homes go up already. My house is so far okay, but there's a house going up right there.
It's unfortunately going to get worse, bro. There's 0%
there is nowhere safe right now.
On these
fires. Are you going to sue Blake Lively?
What was your decision
it's happening right now.
It's time to get out?
Like,
I'm not leaving.
Now. More fires are spreading. Like, this is wild, bro. Oh god, people are putting poles up there now. I have an empty old vet hospital in Marina del Rey. I am happy to house any animals that need to be evacuated. If you know anyone who needs to leave and doesn't have a place for their pets, please have them email me at drannyawc@gmail.com. I can open up the old hospital for temporary housing. Look at that. Look at that. That is beautiful, bro. That's what the world needs, bro. Because the government ain't going to do shit, bro. You need people, citizens, to get involved. And Annie Harvelis, props, man. That's beautiful. You know what? Please There's no retweets on this, man. I'm reposting it. Sending prayers. Yeah, I'll repost that. That's nice. Send prayers, absolutely. Spreading those vibes, dude. I recently drove through downtown LA. It shocked me to the core. Third world conditions on every block. Tent cities, filthy drugs, people living and eating trash. Woke Democrats destroy civilization. It's immoral. Evil. This is not America. Watch.
Through garbage.
All right, let's watch this.
I
bro.
drove through downtown LA today, and what I saw shocked me.
This is LA, bro.
Before. LA is a sunken place.
This is in every major city. Philadelphia, New York, Boston, San Francisco, Austin, Texas. Every major city, definitely every blue major city looks like this now. Why? Because the economy, the rise of housing, because of COVID, mental health, fentanyl coming through the border, getting our youth, getting people drugged up. This is how you become homeless. This is why shutting the border is very important. Human trafficking, child trafficking, drugs. But people want to be like, oh, Trump is racist. He doesn't like Mexicans. Bitch! Muslims are coming in through those borders, bro. Terrorists are coming all over the country, bro. South Americans, Europeans. Terrorists are seeping through our borders. I mean, terrorists are smart too, bro. They just fly to Canada and they just sneak from Canada. Bro, people don't know, bro. But this is what LA looks like now.
There were stray dogs everywhere roaming the streets. There was burned down, destroyed businesses on every corner. And there were city parks that were overtaken by homeless encampments. But what really shocked human rights...
Wasn't the This Is the End? Wasn't that like a This Is the End? That's it was a what was that devastation? It was the rapture, right? Was that what it was trying to emphasize in that movie? There was a rapture.
Its policies.
Yeah, because people got beamed up.
Actually cruel. They trod and destroy and erode the economic stability of a place and bring it to its natural.
Yeah, well,
conclusion.
I think you guys get the point, dude. LA's. Oh no, not a dog.
Over the Sunset Fire.
Fuck
yet
that,
again,
those
and
are
it
hard
looks
to
like,
see.
It looks like some embers.
Those are hard to see,
May have hit a
man.
roof there for one residence. Could be an apartment. Let's go over to Gil Lavis. He's overhead in Sky 5. Gil?
No.
Yeah, Mike and Cher, we're trying to get an angle on this. It looks like a
complex
fire
cut
on
up.
a balcony, possibly. Some of the embers got into a balcony, it looks like, or maybe it's a roof line. It's hard to tell. Actually, it looks like, yeah, balcony.
Wake up if you're in that fucking house, man.
This is off of Franklin and Vista, and that fire just kicking off just moments ago. We came around in an orbit and spotted
Oh
it.
my
And
god.
so that's the
Every
first
house in
structure
LA should
that
be
has
soaking
caught
their
fire here
shit
that
up,
we know
dude.
of. And,
Just
we're
one little
waiting
dry
to hear
ember,
from
bro,
the
hits a
fire
dry
department
potted plant or
if they
something,
are
bro.
aware of it or not. We just started kicking off when we came around on that orbit, so that's a big concern for.
Oh shit! Oh no! I don't know. Oh, look at that nice gated community.
That's the West Trail. Coming down, it's like it's actually going to hit the pavement. The main pavement.
Bro, I'll be honest. I'm risking my life and not leaving the house without my fur babies. Absolutely.
These cops are going to have to abandon their cars.
Absolutely, bro. Seth Rogen. Yep, Seth Rogen was in there.
Look at that traffic jam down there, guys.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere, bro. They're not going anywhere. Funyun Canyon. Isn't that the dirt road that leads to the Hollywood sign? Bro. I think it was an AI photo, that Hollywood sign being burned, but I don't know. I don't know if anyone can confirm that for me.
Do not stand in the roadway. Stand on the sidewalk for your own safety.
Yeah, get out of the way, you stupid idiots. The guy with the fucking longboard. Jeez, man. People are so stupid, dude. They have no damn common sense. Stupids. Oh, it's the horsey video. That was sad. Evacuation centers open in the city of LA. If you're in the evacuation zone, please heed the evacuation's order and do so immediately. Sunside Fire. Oh, the Pan Pacific Recreational Center, 7600 Beverly Boulevard, Los Angeles, California. Just in case anyone from California is listening. Oh, wow. Look at that, guys. Look at the infrastructure. Pasadena drinking water system and fire evacuation areas under do not drink notice. They're telling people do not basically use your water. Shut everything down probably, bro. Published Wednesday, that's today. This was posted at 5:54. This is an article came a few hours ago. So they're probably telling people, hey, no showers, do not run your water. Or that, or the fucking water's contaminated. I don't know, man. That's wild, dude. Oof. Oof. Logie, all my pets will cruise in my RV, and we're heading to AZ. That's the thing. Remember, Chris, when LA had a major blackout? People literally called 911 to report strange lights in the sky at night. They had no idea it was the freaking Milky Way. Yeah, I've heard that story before. Yeah. Yeah. This is what light pollution, guys. Look at how many lights. Look how many buildings. If you live in LA County, you're not going to be able to see the Milky Way. Bro, you go to AZ where there's no light pollution, no lights anywhere. You can clearly, with the naked eye, see a galaxy. You can see the outer bounds of our Milky Way galaxy. Just like that GoPro footage I took of the time lapse of when I went up to Big Bear and I was up in the mountains. There's an actual, if you Google light pollution map, if you want to see the stars at night, it's the most mesmerizing thing. You can go to this light pollution map. It's like Google Maps. It'll tell you where to go, where it's the least amount of light pollution. And people go, photographers, you know, in any major city or any, well, if you guys live in rural, out in the sticks type shit, you guys probably see it beautifully. But I know places like, I talked to Jared. Jared says like, bro, you can see it clearly here. Obviously, mile high up, he lives in the mountains. Of course, you're above a certain amount of whatever. Apparently, there's this observatory in Hawaii that the natives have been fighting with, you know, the people who set up that observatory. And bro, they say that's in the whole world. That observatory in Hawaii, I believe, I don't know if it's on a big island, but that's when you can see it all. But yeah, nah, this is covered in smoke and we gotta connect with nature, people. We gotta connect with nature. All right, guys. That is it for tonight. This is ongoing right now. I'm gonna keep my close eye attention to this. You guys, as of now, there's no live vibe tomorrow or Friday. I did a live vibe Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That's 4 straight. Saturday makes it 5. Saturday at 4:20. We go live at 4:20 p.m. Eastern Time for the Chargers versus Texans watch party. I want you guys to come and hang out. But if this fire is more bad and it continues on tomorrow, I'm going to go live and we're going to do this again. We're just going to watch live clips. We're going to see the updates. But, you know, our Discord link is down below. If this shit heats up, dude, I'm gonna be live tomorrow, and we're just gonna be doing the same thing that we did today, and you know, probably for a shorter time, maybe just like an hour, you know. But yes, American Sports Guy, what's up, brother? What's up, dude? Jace, how you doing, man? Now does my comment about LA yesterday make sense? Jace, I don't even remember your comment. I don't even remember your comment from yesterday, Jace. I'm sorry, dude. When I was a housekeeper at the secluded resort in Utah, people from California waved us down and repeatedly asked if those were really the stars in the no shit in the sky. And that was the first time seeing the Milky Way. Isn't that so? You've seen it. How marvelous is that, Ninja? How small do you feel when you can see all that, bro? That is ridiculous. You guys, our nearest star beyond our star is the sun, right? Our nearest star is like where's Grok at? I want to say it's so many light. How far is the closest star? This is why I like Grok. The closest star to our sun is Proxima Centauri. It's a part of the Alpha Centauri system, which is the closest star system in our solar system. Proxima Centauri is approximately 4.24 light years away from the sun. 4.2 light years away. That means the fastest moving thing is light. If say we're on a football field, right? Say we're on a football field, 100 yards. I turn on my flashlight at night. There's probably no delay. There's no delay. Light is the fastest traveling thing. So, if you were to shine a light a mile away, it'll probably take like 1 mile away. It'll probably take less than a second maybe, but there's going to be a considerable amount of time before that light reaches that place. If you were to shine a light, it would take 4.24 years to reach that light, to reach that object. That is how far. So when you look up at the Milky Way and you're like, bro, the closest one is 4.24 light years away, that is fucking mind-blowing, dude. Chris, what exactly is going on in Cali? How do they not have it under control? Yeah, it's bad governance, bro. Bad governing, bad policies, bad everything, bro. And that with, directing the water that comes from Canada, that comes from the Rockies, they're dumping it straight to the ocean, the Pacific Ocean, instead of collecting it and using it. Right now, bro, they're running out of fucking water. They don't got the manpower right now, but I'm sure more people are coming in during this time. This is something that people are going to learn from. This is the most damaged. This is the biggest wildfire, bro, in the state's history. AXN has good news coverage. Do they have a Latin America? Do they got the best one, Jace? AXN? Are you thinking about ON? I mean, yeah, like the video, guys. If you guys are vibing, please like the video. We're heading out here soon. I'm just want to check this out really quick. Oh yeah, you're right. What's up, Phoenix? You just entered the... You just caught us at the end, brother. This is AXN News Los Angeles. They're streaming live on YouTube. Oh shit, my camera's not even. I'm sorry. We were just here. This was at that spot earlier. But bros, if you guys are vibing, please do me a favor and like this video. We are done ski for tonight, bros. Again, if it gets any worse than it is now, then I'll definitely go live tomorrow. But I appreciate you guys, man. If you're a praying person, please pray for LA County. That is it for Live Vibe 157. I hope you guys enjoyed this live vibe. I hope some people learned about this. I mean, a lot of people have never dealt with a wildfire and don't know what goes into them. But you know, we got a little bit of political to you know, we're sharing ideas. We're spreading words. Hey man, I don't have the biggest audience, but I was shouting out, you know, centers where people can go to and wait. We were doing the thing. By doing the work to love ourselves more, I believe we will love each other better. Laverne Cox, Moab. By doing the work to love ourselves more, I believe we will love each other better. Yes. Remember, you can't love someone else. You gotta love yourself first, bro. You gotta love yourself first. It's not our mistakes that define who we are. It's how we recover from those mistakes. Bo Bennett. Ooh, I like that one. Oh, we got JD chiming in. JD, ultimately, the only power which man should aspire is that which he exercises over himself. Woo! Man. Oh, Jace is getting on the action. Courage is like a muscle. We strengthen it. Damn! As we use it. Jace. No. Courage. You got it. Fear. Anything that you're afraid of, walk through it. Head towards it. That's how you grow. That's where it's all made. Is doing the hard shit. Doing the difficult shit. Doing the shit. You gotta grab them Caitlyn Jenner balls, bro, and go for it. That's where you go, then that's where you learn. Alright, guys. I love you all. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.